It is Tuesday morning and I am back at it. I again have to watch The Office today, but just for like in maybe 2 hours because my husband has to go to a doctor's appointment, and no, he does not want to go to the hospital with this tick thing, so I'm like, whatever, I give up. I'm just done. But I did spray more peroxide on him, on his head only. He wouldn't let me do it anywhere else. And then I put the antibiotic cream on his head, so we'll see how that does. And I should have did it this morning too, but I got up and left before he did because I was like, I need to go to work, And actually, James did wake himself up today because I went to the bathroom and then I was going to wake him up and he was already out of bed by the time I was done before I got out of the bathroom. So that was good, See, my son finally did some initiative, got himself up, and Raymond wanted food. But anyway, I'm on my second order. This one, I'm really going to be late to, like 30 minutes to get to the store, which is the Spark store. And then I'm going to Siloam Springs, which I know, not a big deal, but at the same time, it is a big deal because you know what? I am feeling bad, like casino bad. I was like, ah, damn it, you are way fucking behind bills. Your husband, he gave me $200 for bills yesterday. And, oh my God, And so, but my mom was like, can I just win a little bit? Maybe I could just win a tiny bit of money? Because that's all I would win, if I'm even lucky to win, because I won last time. So they're not going to let me win again. It would be a freaking miracle, especially not this early in the morning. Who the hell wins at, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you're dumb. Do not go to the casino. Do not be stupid and go to the casino. I mean, worst case, you should pick up an order in Siloam. Try working that market, because I really only have I think 9 o'clock is the latest I should even take an order, because I risk being late to get into the car lot at 10 o'clock. So I was like, ugh. And I know I can definitely squeeze in one more because it's only 8. So if I can definitely get 3 in total before I have to go to my husband, And I made 20 for the first one because technically it was more than $20, but I don't remember exactly, there's a tip, So, I don't remember what the tip was, but it's $20-something. That's what I get up front. Remember, I try not to count tips. That's why I'm like this one, I'm getting at least, I want to say $24 up front, and then the rest is tip, which is only like $4 because it was $28 and some cents. But I feel this is worth it to me, And I only have to get one item at this store, okay? After watching yesterday, I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday night that I watched this video where they were talking about, and I know people are saying it, that they're thinking about getting a lot of, get rid of curbside pickup and only doing where the Spark shoppers shop for the whatever and then go deliver them. And then but I don't understand how that would work with the GMDs, because they said they're trying to mix GMDs with groceries, which they do already in our market, but it's not terribly bad, which is kind of a good thing, because most time, but like I said, the GMDs are starting to get really sucky, they're just not worth it. It's like, what happened to the good paying ones, So I kind of see what people are saying. It kind of sucks. And they were talking about how they're piggy banking off of it, and it sounds like it's gonna be horrible, okay? And I can't imagine, because let's face it, they said that the Instacart guy is in charge now of checking out the Spark stuff, and I've heard Instacart is terrible. But I did hear, because my husband's like, this one guy, his barber, has to also do Instacart to make money, and he's making bucks on that one because he has a truck and he's getting big ass orders, but his big ass orders are like $80 and $90 pounds, 80 or 90 pound shit. I was like, I'm not carrying nothing 80, 90 pounds. So that's not something I'd want to do for a lot of money. No offense, I just don't see it. Maybe if you had a dolly and a big ass truck, maybe like van or something. I don't know. I would definitely need a dolly for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? Holy crap. But I was like, damn, no thanks. I barely want to do 40 or 50 pounds on Spark, for crying out loud. But what I am wondering is, will they start changing it where you can't see if there's apartments, where you can't see that there's 40 or 50 pound shit? You know what I mean? Because that's going to be the problem with Spark if they start hiding that shit, because they said, oh, they can add all the heavy shit on now once you accept an order, right? But I luckily, I don't think I've had that problem. And like I said, there's only a couple times I've taken something 40 or 50 pounds, like it said. Oh God. Shit, we're not gonna make it through this light. I just know it. let's go. Let's go. Oh, fuck me. I'm just gonna stay. Just stay, girl. Just stay. And, you know what I mean? But it just sounds like, and they literally said, they said, we've been driving the gravy train. They've been trying to up, like DoorDash did with this platform, get as many drivers as they want. So they have tons of drivers, right? And they don't need us all. And then they, you know, right? And I came in at the last seconds, as usual, because I did the same thing with all DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber. Came in the last second when all the orders have way less pay, you know, whatever the hell, right? So I always come in the worst time. I'm not making the money that people used to make, right? I'm just doing what I can. But yeah, if that stuff starts changing and they start making it more like Instacart, and let's say we have a lot more hella big order shopping, so you have to go in there and shop for God knows how much stuff, like let's say 100 items each time, right? And you only getting paid $20 or $30, people probably, I mean, I would think you would be like, oh, this ain't worth it anymore. And I have to admit, I'm trying to know this because I know plenty of people that don't do Spark anymore. Like, they might do the, you know, they're doing DoorDash and Uber too because it's not worth it to them. And they're not getting as many good orders and this and that. So, I mean, it's not like I don't know. I've seen it happen, and I've even been shocked. Like I said, I was shocked when they're like, oh, it's so slow, I have to wait for an order. And I was like, it's really not that bad. I'm getting orders, but again, maybe I'm taking some badass orders that my friends would never take because they're like, that's ridiculous. That's a waste of money. You're having to drive out of boondocks, and you have to drive like what, that many, double the miles to get whatever the hell you're getting because there's no stores nearby where you end up. So that could be the reason they don't feel like it's lucrative to go out to God, like Winslow, and get stuck out there and then try and get an order and end up back way the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely hurting myself on the miles on those, you know? So that could be the reason. They're like, I'm not wasting my time, you know? So, you know, and that's the reason. So that's why they have to do the other apps at the same time. I'm going to have to start doing the other apps too. Yesterday I did Uber, and it was nice, but it's crazy. I was like, dude, they were giving me so many damn shopping orders. I was like, okay, I'm still shopping. I had one restaurant, and I think it was Culver's yesterday, that I did. Everything else was a store, Dollar General, CVS, and Target, you know? And I even turned down some high-paying ones because I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I just don't, you know? Like, the ones I picked were pretty low. I was like, I thought the Target one was stupid because, all right, it had 5 some miles, right? More than 5 miles, but less than 6 miles. And it was $8, and it had 8 items. Normally that sounds not very good, because like, dude, but I took it, because I was like, why not? It should be easy, should be pretty quick, blah, 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 you know? And, yeah. So, I mean, most of my orders were $7. Like, there had 3 $7 ones, 1 $8 one, and I did get every penny of it. No tip baiting, which is what I do love, because like I said, most time you can trust Uber to not tip bait your ass. You know, like I said, I don't know about Grubhub, I don't know about Spark, okay? I don't know if I'm getting tip baited or not. Like I said, that's why I try not to count on the tips for sure on Spark, and just pray and see what I make that day doing trips. You know, that's what I just care more about. It sucks because we are getting ripped off even more when if they are tip baiting us, right? But what can you do? It's too hard to keep track of. It's not worth it to me. I kind of see where, you know, whatever. I guess if Uber ever changes their thing, whatever, then I don't know. Maybe I won't be the same way with Uber. I'll be like, DoorDash, Grubhub, I guess you're it for me. Although my husband said we should probably start looking for some more other apps too, because they're supposedly out there, you know? And I don't know, if I ever get a newer car, maybe I might start driving people, because it would be so bad. Oh, I say that, I cringe. It's like, I cringe with the idea of having to drive people. You don't even know what can go wrong with people, right? I'm like, their items is one thing, people are a different ball game. And I know my insurance would cover people, because they literally said, we cover if you do people, we will have, and the insurance sounded really cheap. not like whatever. But the only problem is with Uber, they said they will do the insurance themselves because they don't trust us to have insurance. And they're charging us an arm and a leg, because that's what it sounded like from that guy when they were taking money out of his pocket. I thought, damn, I don't think it's worth it, because all the money he's probably making is probably going to Uber, you know? And it's like he's doing regular shit again. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, that's what the person was saying, that now we're no longer a gravy train. We're on the thing. They don't, you know, they're going to start trying to not take a loss anymore and start making actual money doing this delivery thing, right? Walmart that's the kind of company they are. The company that they are, the way they treat their workers in the store is going to happen to the Sparks drivers, like it or not. And we already feel like it is, because, dude, like they say, gas is high. We're doing all this hard work, and what are we really getting out of it? A torn up car? Who the hell can afford a freaking car if our car breaks? Who can afford going to the shop and spending $5,000 to fix the damn thing, you know? Or if we have a car accident, have to deal with that. I mean, there's a lot of freaking loss we're really taking. Tickets, if we get tickets, right? From all the driving. And honestly, I feel like I said, this thing might be right up and down on the damn time frame, but I'm always kind of speeding a little bit. So it's like, shit, if I wasn't speeding, I wouldn't make it there, even as good as I am making it. So what the hell? Like, you think if I speed, I could get better time, and that's not happening. You know, I'm just like, why is this thing off? You know, where's the seconds removed? Is it because of every damn stoplight? Is it because of certain traffic things? Because I feel like if you didn't speed, we'd be even more worse time. Like, I'm gonna have to try and just follow every single speed limit and see if it makes a difference. Like, oh my God. Or if it's like, holy shit, yeah, you're 30 minutes behind your schedule because you followed the speed limit and you had to go 25 and 30 instead of 40. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know. I want to know. Or if it's just that, yeah, if you didn't speed, you'd hit the lights just perfectly and you wouldn't have to wait at them, right? I mean, because a lot of times it is the stoplights, the stop signs, just hitting them right. If you get green, then it's fast. But if you get red, it's not that great, right? I'm wondering, is it just that they've timed it so perfectly that if you did the speed limit, you'd get green? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Sorry, I'm really blabbing. I feel like blabbing all the time. But yeah, did I tell you that this is the reason I made the video? I am literally thinking about, because today's when my Discover's due. There's no way I'm coming up with $200. I'm thinking about saying fuck them and doing to them what I'm going to have to do to the tire place again, do 3. Now, unless I get my taxes soon, then I could just pay them like this, right? But I'm thinking of doing that for those 2 cards, since I'm already going to be late on them, and trying to pay $500 minimum a month to some credit card, since those ones are not getting paid. You know what I mean? So let's say I pay off the PayPal, which is only let's say $300, okay? And then I have $200 for, let's say, Sam's Club. And then I freaking pay $500 for Sam's Club. And because remember, Sam's Club is $1,000 as the maxed out, which I was looking at, I was like, I haven't made to $900 yet. That's pathetic. And so I have $900. So if I do 2 and then do 5, that's $700. And then the next month I do the rest of it, and then and I always pay the $400, of course, for the NFCU, because that has to be done no matter what. Okay, I made it to the store. And then the $75 for my teeth. Okay, those are the ones I'm thinking of absolutely paying. And then so, like, I guess it would be the tire one that I do next. You know what? Fuck. I'm gonna park this way. I only have to get one item anyway. So I'm saying, yeah, this will work. But yeah, and then see if it actually does freaking work, because I'm literally tired of this crap. I'm tired of it. I really want those 3 credit cards, or 4, whatever the hell it is I wanted paid this freaking year paid off. And I'm getting desperate. I'm like, what do I need to do to see see a difference. All right, well, bye for now.